Good afternoon, welcome to my channel. For those of you that haven't been here before, my name is Janice and I'm a Thermomix consultant. Today we are once again cooking tea for my family, and I don't know who's watched my video on the tandoori paste, but today we're making the butter chicken, which uses the tandoori paste. Not butter chicken, it's a creamy coconut chicken curry. We'll do this, it's in my week, and I'll find out what it's actually called. Creamy coconut chicken curry. Rightio. So we'll just start cooking. Now I've got coconut milk on there because I've just been weighing out ingredients. That's empty. And we're going to start off by making some cauliflower rice. So we're going to eat this with cauliflower rice. So we're going to do this in 2 batches. Start off, we're going to put in 300 grams of chopped cauliflower. Put the lid on, and then we're going to just chop it quickly. And we're doing the blades in reverse, so it's not chopping the chicken, it's sort of whacking it into rice-sized pieces. Rightio? 5 seconds. Okay, so we go next, and it says to put into, it says the baroma dish, but we're going to put half in the tray and half in the dish. So because I've got the whole cauliflower, we're going to start off with the I can't remember if I've made this before and put it on YouTube, but I apologise if I have. So I need a spatula. Oh, it actually doesn't matter. I'm going to put more in there, so. And now we're going to put that in. So this was just a medium-sized head of cauliflower that I've broken up. It's at 350, so it was like 650 rightio. And we're going to do that again. Rightio, we're going to put this in here. Then we'll put that aside. Next step is to wash the bowl, and then we're going to move on to the chicken curry. So this one uses the sear mode. Hang on, I'll just grab a spatula. Since I'm going to wash the bowl, we may as well get most of this out. Okay. Let's see if I can crash everything. Alright, there are some bigger chunks in there, but like that, but we don't actually mind that. So and so now we put that aside until we're ready for it. So clean and dry the mixing bowl. Rightio, I shall do that. So now we've got one clean, dry mixing bowl. Yeah, and we're ready to move on. It says to add 10 to 15 grams of fresh ginger. So that's how much I've got. I've just sort of chopped a couple of centimetres off my ginger, and let's weigh it. Oh, it's 19 grams. It says 1 clove of garlic, but I'm using 2. It says 1 to 2 fresh long green chilies trimmed and cut into halves, which is optional, so I'm going to leave it out. And now we're going to chop this. So it says do not scrape the sides of the mixing bowl. Now, because it's something I always do, it's taken me a few goes at making this recipe to not pull that bowl, it off and scrape it down. So now we're going to add 200 grams of brown onion cut into wedges. So this is just 2 medium-sized onions. Not quite, but that's okay. 20 grams of olive oil. And now we're going to put the splash guard on because we're going to use the high heat mode. So it prompts you to put the splash guard on, and then you have to say, yes, I've put it on. And now we're going to go and say, that's 4.5 minutes on maximum temperature using the sear mode. Rightio? I will be back when that's done. We'll just wait and we'll see if we can hear the sizzling. I love the sizzling. It doesn't take long to start sizzling. It gets hot really quickly. And there it is. Rightio, we'll be back in a minute. Rightio, so we're up to the next stage. Now this recipe, it says the time taken is 30 minutes. So this is a super quick meal, and it's an entire meal. You don't have to cook anything else. You've got the curry and you've got the cauliflower rice, and that is your full meal. You can, of course, add other things to it if you want. You can have other sides, but you don't have to. So this one's a really quick whole meal. So now we want 90 grams of the tandoori paste that we made together a couple of weeks ago. I really wish you could smell that onion and garlic and then this tandoori paste. It's just amazing. 30 grams of tomato paste. So you can make your own tomato paste. I haven't done it yet. I am going to. Don't know if that's been touching the chicken. I might get a clean one. That was right next to the chicken. Okay. I have been going to it, just, haven't done it yet. 100 grams of water. Um, 20 grams of almond meal. So I make my own almond meal from just raw almonds. There's when you get your Thermomix, you get a basic cookbook, and in there it tells you how long to mill your nuts to get nut meal. So, if you take them too far, you get nut butter. So you need to do them just enough to get the nut meal. And that is your thickening agent. 500 grams of skinless, boneless chicken thighs, cut into pieces approximately 3 centimetres. So I don't know what this weighs. It was just, it was 4 chicken thighs I had in my cupboard. So you can add a bit extra meat to this if you want. So that was 628 grams. Now I also trimmed all the, the big bits of fat off it before I chopped it up. A teaspoon of salt. And now we're going to put the lid on, put the aroma in place. And we're going to cook it for 8 minutes, aroma temperature with the blade in reverse. So it's stirring the chicken and not chopping it. So rightio. Speed 1. So I will clean up some of my mess and I'll be back when the timer goes off, and we'll check to see what the chicken's doing. Okay, so we're going to hit next. And now it says to stir the cauliflower with a spatula. Just to see that it cooks evenly. Rightio. Then we're going to pop the lid back on. And then another 4 minutes. So we'll be back. I've actually just checked the cauliflower and I want to give it a bit more time. It is still, I mean, we want it to be crunchy, but it's still got that slightly bitter, raw taste that cauliflower has. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back a step and I'm going to give it another 4 minutes now. I mean, we want it to stay crunchy, but we don't want it to be that. And I did chop it up a little. I did leave it a little bit coarser than what it asked for. So I'm actually just going to give it another 2 minutes. I'm not going to give it the full 4. Because we don't want to overcook it either. We're going to put it in the thermoserver and it will keep cooking. Anyway, I'm going to give it another 2 minutes and then we're going to call it done. So it says to pop it into the thermoserver. Now I love my oval one for these dinners because it fits everything in it. So we're going to, it is very hot. And I've tipped a lot of cauliflower on the floor. So now we're going to put the lid on. Now we're going to add 90 grams of coconut cream. Like this. So I mainly buy my coconut cream. I have made it, and it's actually quite nice. One day I'll do a video and I'll show you how quick and easy it is. But in the meantime, I've got plenty in the freezer because I just open a can, freeze it into ice cubes, and then it's easy to weigh out exactly what you need. And we make this recipe a lot. This is one of our favourites. There we go. And now we're going to put the lid on. Here, let me just show you the chicken. I have a big white splotch in the middle of it, but it smells divine. Okay. 2 minutes, and 90 degrees, speed 2. Oh, speed 1, sorry. Rightio, I'll be back. Okay. Now it just says Divide curry and coconut rice between serving bowls and garnish with 6 sprigs of fresh coriander. Now I know some people love coriander. I like it in some things, but it's not my favourite, so I don't tend to buy it. When I go out to restaurants and they put coriander in it, I genuinely enjoy it, so it's probably just I'm doing something wrong, but I don't love it. So we're just gonna okay. So now this freezes really well. When I go to freeze it, I just mix it all together, then freeze it up into serving size containers or meal size containers, and it freezes and defrosts really well. So anyway, I'll give this a taste. Yeah, these are cake forks. This is all I use them for, is for tasting food that I'm cooking. But even the stuff I'm not doing a YouTube video on, I tend to pull one of these out to taste the food. And yeah, a little bit of onion, a little bit of chicken, a little bit of sauce, a little bit of cauliflower rice. Cauliflower rice is cooked perfectly. If you've never made your own curry paste, it's really worth having a go. It's just so much, I don't know, more flavoursome than the stuff you buy in bottles in the supermarket. And the smell is just, it really does. It tastes like restaurant quality, the flavours you get. So anyway, if you enjoyed the video, please give it a thumbs up, pop over to my channel and subscribe, and I really hope I'll see you next time.